Okay.
Morning,
We're
Nancy.
live. Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Computers are fun.
No, they're not. Mine was a mess yesterday, and everybody who was trying to connect into me was in a mess yesterday. And Mercury's not even retrograde. I shudder to think.
It start up all these pop-ups want to do, and then the Chrome doesn't want to get moving, and it's like, ugh, whatever. It's rolling. And then we're trying to clean the coffee makers this morning. It still tastes like vinegar, so
Scott's doing this without caffeine, guys.
I'm doing this with water. Unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Biden's coming Thursday to Sweden. Is that where
Oh,
England
yes.
is? Or
He's going to
Finland?
NATO. Mm-hmm.
Oh, NATO. Yeah, that's right. Hello, Debbie and Karen and Jeff. So what's up? What kind of news we want to check into it?
I don't know. We can start with Trump's lawyers or lawyer.
All Trump's lawyers. Yeah, I know, right? Should have some instant coffee as a backup. Thank you, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Carol, got to get that. Oh, geez. Alina Haba.
Yep.
Last I seen, she was paid like $2 million up front from the PAC.
And she's going back to the pack, I gather.
And he's off. What case was it? Is it the
She was in the DA case in New York.
oh yeah, she was in the DA case. Yeah. So she's off the team. Now she's just going on Newsmax to do lies as a spokesman. Kind of, you ever seen any videos of that Liz Harrington? She's like the Trump campaign spokesman. You rarely see her, but I only see clips of her. She's just Looney Tunes. She travels the. You don't really see her much, but she's out there.
Oh, well, I don't know what the algorithm that I don't know what algorithm YouTube's using right now, but this morning when I was coming over to check up and look and make sure it was doing right on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel they sent me some group, and the first question, well, they were bad mouthing Biden. I mean, just taking all the worst stuff off Fox, and it wasn't a Fox thing. But then their first question when you go on there, big banner comes across, says, "Do you like Trump? Click here," and it sends you to Trump's 2024 campaign. I found that little 3-point thing that says, "Don't send this channel to me again, please." First thing in the morning, I don't need that crap.
Mass hypnosis. It'd be hard to believe that people are actually that brainwashed.
No, it's not.
They got to be doing it for money.
Well,
just to lie for money because it's just. His inner circle's got to know how bad it is. I just don't. It's crazy.
They will. They'll see the light when the bars are starting. When the light's filtered through bars and they're in jail. They don't put people like us in jail,
Oh, the party's over for Elena. She's got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was all in. She was all in at first. She was enamored by 45 for some reason. So this is in the past. So I got Chariot, King of Cups, and be a part of something with the Four of Wands. So it's like the beginning, she was like enamored and it's like, oh, I could make some money, I could be part of a community, fight for Trump. Da, da, da. But once the truth started coming out and found out that she was no good, we got a 10 of swords and dark times coming for her. And then it kind of feels like I got a magician, which could be part of Jack Smith case, special counsel. Maybe she did something wrong. But then we got a tower and the positive energy coming through with the Ace of Wands. So she's got a 10 of swords and a tower in her reading, and darker times coming up. So she may have some culpability in some kind of case or something that's been coming up. So I think she had to leave for different reasons than just being inept. Kind of like who was that one guy that was part of the documents down in Florida? Such a C. Corcoran?
Yeah.
He left because he's part of the thing.
Because he was going to be a witness in the trial.
Right.
And this was her in card going into this. This was a dumb move to begin with. And then she just didn't look. I mean, she's just not a happy person. She pissed Trump off. So that's why he's moved her away. She's delighted because she really wants to get out of the limelight. She's going to try to figure out a way to get out of it without losing everything. But it was all his thing. I mean, she said something to him one day that just set him off. That was the end of that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you see that the Satan signed a new law. Part of it was part of the immigration thing. So there's 4 states who's not allowing driver's license valid in Florida.
4 states?
4 states. One's Vermont. I can't remember the other 3. Claiming that they're not legal immigrants or something. It doesn't matter what you look like. So one of them is Vermont. So now if you go to Vermont, get pulled over and you're supposedly a Vermont driver's license, you need a background check.
How weird. Even if you have those gold stars where they've checked all your papers so you get
I don't know. I tried reading it a little bit, but it made no sense.
Because it came out of the Satan's little.
But I guess this kind of law was actually, oh no, that was something else. There was another thing to sign that Republican women are upset because this has been going on for quite a while about the change of divorce.
Oh yeah, he wants to get rid of alimony.
Yeah, alimony, getting rid of alimony. And there's a lot of upset women because they rely on their alimony.
Yes, they do.
So yeah, that law passed too. And I guess it's been going on for quite a while, even when Rick Scott was going back there, but it never passed, but now it passed. The changing alimony laws.
I tell you, if I lived in a state that had piles of stinky seaweed about to come and completely ruin the southern part of my state, I don't think I'd be pulling those kind of stunts. I mean, it's not making it more attractive to go down there.
Now, I haven't seen any reporting on that lately. It's still coming.
It's still coming, and there's a hurricane coming out of the South Atlantic. In theory, if it makes it, makes it, that's going to blow it up on them. So yeah,
lovely.
It's still there.
A hurricane and the seaweed.
Well, and they don't believe in science, so they're not investing anything in how to kill it.
He's wondering if Satan has appeared to claim Trump yet. I wonder if I'm going to pull 3 cards just to see if my devil card comes up.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. Has Satan appeared to claim Trump yet? Thanks. I need that laugh. Devil card, are you there?
I got transition. That's my devil card. No, that's my
Ooh.
death card. Death card.
Ew. I got the chariot. I think the Satan may be coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the star, my starlight card, and angels.
Oh dear.
Not Satan, because I don't think Satan exists, but
I don't. Well, they haven't had anybody come on. They've had people on. I've seen some people interviewed on Next Level Soul who went into a near-death experience, and they were all the ones I heard that all thought they were thrown into hell. Were all Catholics, and it was all the things they'd been told as kids hell was like. And when they realized this is just what I think, then they get to go see the nice parts most people see. So
yeah, it's all part of your belief.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my beat's starting.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We're going to have a GoFundMe for Scott to get a new computer.
Oh, this one isn't that old. I've Googled everything. I don't know why it's beeping. Even repaired a few things. Okay. I got to laugh because even the devil would have issues with claiming 45.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Many of them.
I don't care who takes him away. I just want them to take his voice away. I don't like his ugly mug, but man, I can't stand that man's voice. Oh, Aaron Hawley, Josh Hawley's wife, is the lawyer that put that case through to the Supreme Court that it ends up was based on bogus affidavits.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of oh, Keith has rebuilt laptops. I got a guy that has done stuff for us. I'll ask him. He does it, computers on his side and fixing. But I mean, I always like to try things on myself first.
Well, if you can find the answer yourself in the first place, that just
there's so much stuff coming out of Missouri. Stuff that Holly did when he was Attorney General. Just horrible there. Those two. Oh my God, these people. How do they consider themselves human beings?
Well, maybe they're not.
Colleen said Kagan knew the case was hypothetical in her dissent. According to Colleen there. I didn't hear that.
Ooh. Yes, I think she's facing it. I see she got the 3. This is I asked if she was going to get disbarment. This is a yes. She got in the boat with these people because she thought it was safe. Boy, does she regret that now. If nothing else, she's going to get thrown out of whatever law firm she works with. And she's looking for a new place to go be. That's like the 6 of Swords in the throw deck. That's people on the boat looking for new lands. This is her out card, is heartbreak. I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of 3 of Swords today. Yeah, that's definitely a yes. She's going to face disbarment.
My cards aren't showing anything like that. It's kind of weird, actually. I think it has to go with more of her beliefs and what she's been doing, as far as this showing. I like the conflict. So Ace of Wands, my Empress card, that's more about family values, I'm feeling. And then the 5 of Wands. So like willing to do anything that objects with their family values, their wrong family values.
Mm-hmm.
So now the page of wands, this could be some whistleblowers or some things coming out about her, some evidence with the 10 of coins and the knight of coins. Hard work. It just feels that's more information coming out of what they've been doing. And then in the end, I got the Ace of Cups, walking away from something, and then the Page of Coins, a new path, a new job or something. So there's some repercussions coming, but this is not showing disbarment. It just shows, like stuff coming out that's unfavorable. Like constant stuff about 45 always comes out, or Ted Cruz, just more messaging, according to my. But yeah, it shows that their family values are way out of whack. Kind of like Josh Hawley writing a book about manhood.
Oh yeah. Or DeSatan's ad against Trump for supporting gays.
These people, like that's a winning message. Why would Casey DeSantis divorce Ron? They're running for president, and she wants to be the princess.
Yes, they're putting her out on the campaign trail more than him now.
Because they know he's a bad messenger.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right, Patricia? Such a waste of education. There were so many bad things I was saying that Hawley did in Missouri. I can't remember it all, but many things illegal. Yeah, that's right. She won't get any alimony.
Right, he passed. Now you know why he passed that law.
Good point. She might have to if they don't get president. Oh, Karen's saying, oh, maybe sanctions, not disbarment. That could be.
Well, they could pull her if it gets bad enough and they pull the case. You have to qualify to practice in front of the Supreme Court through a federal through a federal thing. So,
what's coming for Fox News? I see them as a reason for such beliefs and conspiracies. True. Where the heck was it? Some state is banning Fox News or their local affiliate or something. I can't remember it was one of the northeastern states. Obviously Democratic, but they're taking one of those Fox News stations off the air or something because of their lies and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Maybe it's Delaware. I don't know. It's a Democratic state, and I just briefly seen the article. It felt like it was a local station.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it was up in the east. With the SCOTUS website case. I'm not sure what that means, Colleen. SCOTUS website case was based on.
That was the website. That was what the case was. The man whose name she used instead of.
Oh, that was that man sue.
He should. It's not.
Yeah, he should, but I don't. It
Depends on where he is politically.
I think he just wants to go away.
Yeah, he's got a wife and kids, and he doesn't want. He lives in Lauren Boebert land, so he doesn't want those people coming after him.
Yeah, it just feels like he said his piece, and then.
Mm-hmm.
Fox News in the future. Laughing's good. Yes.
Is that voice on your end, or am I hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're getting ready to leave up there, ladies.
Okay. Well, there's trouble in the leadership at Fox News. They're trying to turn over a new leaf, go a new direction, but they've sown so much discord. And there's a woman, isn't it a woman who runs their news division now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to get things to go right, but they're just finding it's a stormy sea, and there's no place for them to land, and come out profitable. Rupert's trying to pull his I'm going to magician us out of this, but then the rest of it goes downhill from there. They're using bad judgment. They don't make the changes. They won't take the real leap of faith changes they need to take. They're feeling very aggrieved that this is happening this way. But the biggest point for them is they're losing money.
Mm-hmm.
And people watching them and stuff.
The truth is going to hurt them in the end here. They're going to have to change at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had the death card, the conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
There's fighting with the Five of Swords and the conflicts they created in lies. Mm-hmm. And the truth coming out with the Ace of Swords. Some more clarity. So they're going to have to be revamped here at some point. Because like you said, they're losing money. But I got a lot of good cards prior to that. It's kind of like they've created that family and energy, in a family atmosphere of lies, basically. But
mm-hmm.
with the Empress, Knight of Wands, and Ten of Cups, it's kind of like they created their own family all these years, but the lies, disrupted that. So with all these good, with all these good cards coming, these bad cards are going to force them to change into the better.
Right.
Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Ace of Wands is all about positive energy moving forward. So
they may try it, but who's going to go watch them?
They're going to have to rebrand because all these lawsuits and information coming out, and people seeing the truth when all these people go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
They trusted.
Yep.
Yep. When you lose money, it's a different thing. Some 100 million here, 12 million there, and then Smartmatic gonna take another billion.
Mm-hmm.
Only so far you can go that way. Any of them being, let's just go with indicted.
Yeah.
Will any of them be indicted for their communications with former POTUS on January 6th? My senses don't really feel that.
I'm going to do a row for each. Well, Sean Hannity got 5 no's. Laura Ingraham, it's a split. No, it's not. It's more likely for her. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, it was Tucker. Okay, who's Laura? Tucker's the one who's most in danger. Laura is too. Sean Hannity's found a way to keep himself out of it. He really has. No. But Tucker, he knew it was a bad patch to get into. He's just hanging there waiting and just trying to hide out and hope for good times because he's separated from Fox. But he's not making good plans. He's not making good plans. And he's got, he wants to keep his cozy little self together. And then the last one's Laura Ingraham. She has this is the devil reversed. She tied into it, but where they're going to get her is like the fight she said she got people into, stirring up the water all the time. Right now she's trying to build a defense if in case this comes to pass, and she's got the moon reversed, which is kind of a bad emotional breakdown. The two most in danger are Tucker and Ingram, but Sean Hannity was absolutely all nose. I mean, just nothing.
I got some have been subpoenaed for their communications. That's what I got. I got a female was subpoenaed for their communications. So maybe Laura was subpoenaed. It's nothing. I don't see anything with prison or anything like that, but I think their communications with Meadows and whatnot were subpoenaed. So I have a Knight of Cups, which makes me feel like being in the White House. I think this was communications with Meadows or anyone else that came to the light. So I think that's the only thing going on with that about January 6th and whatnot. I think they were subpoenaed for their information of text messages and what communications they did. They're all crazy.
Well, I think Janine could not be put on trial for reasons of insanity.
Thank God on the 5 they got that one brunette lady that actually talks common sense, and the other 4 just kind of sit there like, "What? You're telling the truth?"
You know a real fact?
Okay. Just seeing if I missed anything recently. Otherwise, I'll go back to the start. Okay. Where was that? Okay. I haven't really read up on it much, but I seen there was bombings or something going on. Why these people just can't get along? Conflict between Israel and Palestine.
Will it ever end? Yeah, it'll end someday, when we're all gone, but
is this all about rights or is it about religion? I haven't really read on it.
It's
about territory. Anyone know more than me?
I know a little more.
Kim said it's about land.
It's about land, and it's that the Israelis came in and they took over and they just threw the Palestinians out and took over their land. Just kind of a la America and the Native Americans. And then they put them over in a pretty godforsaken piece of land right next to them. And there was one point where they came really close to resolving it and it just got deep sixed by one side or the other. I mean, it's just a long, unhappy. You took it from my daddy and you took it from my grandpa and all that kind of stuff forever and ever. And the Israelis don't deal with it well. And Israel has such a hardline government now about it. And the Palestinians have I don't know who's in charge of them right now, but in the past they've had a habit of picking warlords instead of politicians. So neither of those two things work but well.
Yeah, Netanyahu is a disaster.
Yes.
They need to invent reasons. What a peculiar.
Well, they're
Why these people can't get along? Israel has suppressed, killed, denigrated, imprisoned since
mhm.
it created Palestine territory. Okay, thank you. I have no clue about it.
I just get conflict, more conflict, and people are going for what they'd have to strike an incredible compromise, and both sides are based in such fundamentalist theology that it's it's like wherever fundamentalists take over anywhere.
In the end, it looks like my cards are showing some kind of treaty coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Point. It's got to end. Because I get the Lovers, a governmental interference strength card is usually powerful paperwork like the Constitution, and the Three of Swords. Basically, it's got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So there may be some kind of treaty coming up and talks. Enough of this loss and fighting. It may come from the United States. There may be some intervention from the United States, some talks. There may be some stuff from like The Hague or something, also atrocities. Like the Death card, King of Swords, and Empress. It feels like there could be some war crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feeling. But yeah, it needs to end, but it's going to take intervention, I think, from higher authorities. Some peace talks or something. It's just so sad. I'm tired of war.
Mm-hmm.
Bibi wants complete control of the Palestinian territory and her people. He will not compromise. Read Ramsey Baron's book on Palestine. The oppressed are powerless against the aggressor. Thank you, Glenna.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are brainwashed. He should not be there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Attorney General, last I've seen, is still pushing back on his stuff. Okay. Does Prigozhin have an agreement with his guys that if anything happens to them, they're ordered to go after Putin and his generals? Well, since he's not 6 feet under, there's some kind of agreement going on.
And he's not in Belarus apparently either.
Yeah, I seen there was a reporting, and they looked at the camps there that were built.
Mm-hmm.
No one in there. So him and his troops never went to Belarus.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor had it he went to St. Petersburg or something. So let's
Mm-hmm.
see. Putin's double will be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of agreement with his guys? Prigozhin and the Wagner group.
See, right when I saw them going in, I didn't think it would last very long, but I thought that what he set up is this little false fight to kind of show how weak things are, and that there really are people all over the country now. If his troops get in and because they come from all over Russia, they get back out into the. I mean, there's no way there'll be a fire every week that Moscow's going to have to fight in its own country.
And thinks his minions went to Turkey. Were those camps prepared for? I don't know. The reporting said it was that for them, but there's no one in those camps. But good point. Maybe there's camps for someone else.
No telling.
Okay. Prigozhin and the Wagner group.
I get a yes. I get it. Right now, today, he's in the hopes and wishes position, but some of what he's thinking about is delusional. But at the end, he gets to the emperor.
They're very loyal to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing that. There's a plan in place that we will see. So I had the Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, and this is my Temperance to a Swords card, meaning patience, but there's a plan of attack here or a strategy that's going to come later.
Mm-hmm.
We got strategy going on and very loyal with the Six of Cups. The messaging, okay, then I have the Page of Wands, the Kremlin, and the Eight of Swords. So with the Hierophant representing the Kremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Page of Wands is all about messaging,
Mm-hmm.
new ideas, but Eight of Swords is imprisonment, blind actions. That's basically telling me, everything was like a ruse, we kind of just
Mm-hmm.
established that. There's a plan afoot here that's
there's something.
That's really weird to figure out.
Yeah.
In the end, something's gonna happen with someone being locked up. Someone's going to prison here. According to this. I got a Queen of Swords, which is feeling like some kind of dark woman or authority. Four of Coins is a group, or it can also mean holding money or holding property. And then the Page of Coins is a new path, different change, new direction.
Mm-hmm.
This is just all a plan for something bigger. For Prigozhin and his guys, they are loyal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plan going on here that we just can't. Yeah, Prigozhin is under indictment in the United States for his.
That's why he can't go to any other countries, because he can get snatched up.
True there.
So he's kind of stuck with Belarus and Russia. And apparently Belarus couldn't get rid of him fast enough. So
this just feels like an end, kind of like part of the plan to end this war. If they're not along, Russia's not going to win.
oh no.
They're never going to win, but without Wagner's help, it's just going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his guys are tired of getting murdered for no reason. So a little bit of time, we're going to see something, according to those cards. Okay, couldn't expand to that. Is Prigozhin working? When I thought of Lukashenko, he felt like a puppet to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's not really a leader. He does what he's told. It feels more like the Kremlin owns Lukashenko and Belarus.
Well, Lukashenko's been in there since what's 94?
Long time.
Long time.
The Wagner group is too large to make it go away. The Russians are taking time to find a solution. Could be, Pia. Let's see what the cards say about Prigozhin and Lukashenko.
Okay.
I don't know what fell out. Summer of Love.
What?
Ace of Cups fell out while I was trying to shuffle here.
Oh my God, Scott! Are these two working together? Yes, with messages and things. Yes, with one of them wanting to be the sword. They're not ready to strike yet. They're not ready to move yet. They don't have all their people in place. This card can mean, when it's like this, it means you don't have you haven't met all the people you need to have them. But look what they're planning.
Ooh. Planning a tower. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Is Prigozhin working with Lukashenko?
Why would you want to use nukes if they blow up that power plant in Ukraine? Yeah, it's going to screw Ukraine up forever, but it's also the winds prevail towards Moscow. So
yeah, it's going to destroy a lot more. I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't sense that at all.
If it's true the aliens work to stop nuclear bombs, that may be when we find out they're really here.
Yeah. No skyscrapers. There is some planning going on, a transition.
Mm-hmm.
There is a battle for calming times. There's talk about how to stop this. It ain't working. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords. New plans, conflict, make things better. A lot of swords there. A transition from dark times, and then I have cooperation with the Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then the dark times. So there's other people involved than these two. I really think they want to end this thing somehow. A King of Wands. There's been cooperation for a long time between some people that don't really want anything to do with this. nukes or otherwise. King of Wands, Six of Cups, and Ten of Wands. There's a leader here. It could be Lukashenko. Prigozhin's been around for a long time, but there's a leader here that has been around for a long time with Six of Cups, but there's some burdens. Very well could be the nuclear type, or everyone that's been murdered, killed. They're exhausted.
The country's exhausted. It's much more broke than we ever hear.
Yeah, there's a plan. There's a plan to end. Happy birthday month in July. Oh, Friday was my daughter's birthday.
Oh, cool.
7-7.
And she had a 7-7, and it was a 7 years, so she had triple sevens.
She is a 777.
Is this the nurse or the other one?
The one that just had my granddaughter.
Okay.
Yeah. She's still working to be a nurse.
Oh, okay.
She went to school for occupational therapy. That didn't work out because she couldn't get into grad school. Master's program. COVID hit. Tried doing an online course, and then a place out of Florida. That didn't work out because it was too expensive to fly down there.
Mm-hmm.
So then she got into a local tech school to be a nurse. So her schooling has taken her, she's 28, 10 years, and she hasn't finished yet. Quite a journey.
Yeah.
And my other daughter's been a nurse for 4 years. Okay. Then many UFOs hanging out. September 2022.
Oh yeah, when they were having the really heavy duty seizing people in the city stuff, the European Astronomy Society was tracking them. They could find them flying all over the place.
Okay. Yeah, been 500 days. Lukashenko is also pro-Russian.
Well,
he wants to get along.
Yeah, but Russia holds him in close check. So I think he might want to get out from under.
Lukashenko fled to Turkey?
Did he?
Why would the leader...
Oh, no. The weekend that they took in Prigozhin, Lukashenko, his entire family, and his main staff all flew in a jet to Turkey that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he come back?
I don't know. I'm not a travel agent.
If you heard that, maybe you heard more. I don't know. It's straight.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we read on that. What the heck's up with Elon?
Oh, I know exactly why he wanted to break it. He used in Saudi Arabia and in other Arab countries, that's how their young people speak to each other, is through those kinds of accounts. And they couldn't get Twitter to stop it. And they desperately wanted Twitter to stop it because if a revolution comes, what the number of young people under the age of 25 or 30 in those countries is incredible. And they don't want to bow down to the guys walking around with bad headdresses anymore. They want change as much as we would if we were being oppressed like they're being. So this was an attempt by the Arab nations and some other authoritarian nations to take Twitter down because it was too easy of a way for their young people to talk around them. And I know that because I have children in that age group who have friends in those countries.
Wow. Well, him and what was it? Him, Jared, and the Crown Prince were at that soccer tournament.
Yep.
Canoodling. Good morning, Celtics here. Ooh. Elon. He's so dumb. Can't believe people think he's a genius.
Just very lucky.
What do you mean lucky?
Oh, he got on a good idea. He knew how to push it. He got too full of himself. I mean, haven't you known people who could really put things together and then all of a sudden they decide they can't do anything wrong? I mean, you always kind of need that safety net of reality, like I could make a mistake.
Yeah. He wanted something. He did something for someone from overseas.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
Cause chaos, yeah.
And I did that all without cards.
You're a smart lady.
No, I just have kids that talk to people in weird countries.
Good to have an insider.
Yep.
Yeah. He might have to go away. Walk away from his adventure here at some point.
I joined Thread just to bother him. I just want to be one more little pinprick in his thorny little side. Yeah, he's trying to say that a bunch of them broke their they had them tied to non-compete contracts. Well, if you fire somebody, and Elon's mommy won't let him go fight with Zuckerberg. I mean, how old are these guys? First of all, that they want to get in a cage match was stupid. I mean, you know, and secondly, who has their mommy come say, no, I'm going to grab you by the ear and drag you across the room? I mean, I'd like to think we had adults running these things. I don't think we do.
No. I seen this video. He was touring SpaceX or something, and this reporter asked him about how his rockets work. He didn't have a clue.
Mm-mm.
He just kind of fumbled and made up some stuff, and it's like the government gave him a bunch of money, and he made money from an idea with another guy for PayPal, and all of a sudden he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
His Teslas are.
That's how Ross Perot made his money. He's had a whole lot of government contracts and did a lot of programming for the government, and then it built from there. But it was your tax dollars that made him a millionaire.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but there was an article or something I read that there's an investigation into the driving mode of the Teslas.
Yes.
Because they're failing or something? I don't know.
Yes. Their prices are dropping like a rock. I have a friend who had a nephew who offered to buy him one, and he didn't. The nephew's got more than enough money. It's never hurt the kid. And so my friend was like, well, I don't really want you to spend that money on me. And the guy had a reasonably new gasoline car, but the nephew just said, no, I've been driving one around England. I want to pay it for yours. Anyway, he ended up buying him a Tesla. And my friend said, it's just the most wonderful car he's ever driven. But he's really glad he stood around for, 7 or 8 months about deciding whether to get one because of how much the price had dropped. I had another friend who rented a Tesla when he was here in Dallas. just to see, what the car was like. He said it's a POS and he can't wait to get rid of it. I mean, he couldn't wait to turn it into the rental people. And he said they virtually gave it to him and his wife. They were here with their kids. And he was like, I went by and looked at it with him. He said, the way the instruments are, he's at that point in his life in his 40s where he kind of needs glasses, but kind of doesn't. And he can't read the instruments.
Great.
So every time he gets in that car and drives, he realizes he's getting older. I mean, now that's just what you want to have.
Yeah, he's not that special. Yeah, there's another talker reporting why they want to ban TikTok is because that's how the young people communicate.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's why these Republicans want it banned. To stop the
That's why
communication. Similar, like you said about Twitter.
Yeah, you're old enough to remember when the Southern Baptist ministers were throwing Beatle records into fires, right? Do you remember that? It happened when I was no, you're younger. Okay. It happened when I was a teenager. It's the same thing. The young people have a way of speaking to each other, and those who want to control them don't like it. And
okay. Jeff was asking about the result of the sending those cluster munitions.
oh,
I was reading another country already was sending them to them.
mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of us sending them. So they've already been using them. But according to reports, all other ammunitions are getting.
We're running out of ammunition. Thank you very much, Monica.
Thank you, Monica. So if we are, I don't know how the heck Russia can keep going.
They can't.
I'm sure our factories are running 12-hour shifts to make ammunition.
Mm-hmm. The answer to Putin wanting to push the buttons, he'd love to. He can't get to them. Someone's standing in the way, blocking him.
I'm just getting it was the right thing to do.
This is what I hate about wars, because when you read about wars, you realize you make a strategic decision, but is it going to make the war shorter? It's like bombing Japan, with the nuclear bombs. It's a horrible thing to have done. It's a matter of hindsight whether it worked the way it should, but it did. It stopped the war. But I don't want to promote giving cluster bombs to anybody for any reason, but I don't want the Ukrainians to go down. So it gives me a headache, Scott. This gives me a headache.
Yeah.
And it gives them a worse one.
This is the guns back. Oh, Karen said she's seen a report from Scranton, Pennsylvania. General Dynamics is making 155 ammo 24 hours a day. Wow.
I'm sure they are.
3 shifts.
During Vietnam, in my hometown, Joliet had the biggest arsenal in the country. And it worked 24 hours a day. It never stopped. I had a lot of friends who got part-time jobs out there.
Yeah, it just feels like it's the right thing to do to send those cluster munitions. Keeping ammo there for them to use will keep changing the cycle of ending.
Yep.
Also keeps our economy going, unfortunately.
It's true too.
King of coins, chariot, knight of coins. Keeps people, working as far as ammo, but it's for a good cause, for defense of a country. Fiona Hill is very smart. I like listening to her too if I can find a. God. Timing.
I'll throw it in the garden because I can't do timing with the cards, but I'll see.
Always.
I'm not turning my back on you. All the garden's over to one side.
Karen, the factory in Arkansas that makes the HIMARS ammo is working 3 shifts a day also.
Mm-hmm.
Overtime at General Dynamics. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like if my reading's right, I'm going to switch cameras on you guys so you can see the garden.
Oh, you switch camera. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. The way this works, this wedge of this is winter, spring, summer, and fall. And the question I asked is, when is it going to end? And it's right in the fall. And the stones that are there are conclusion stones. So it won't be completely wrapped up till in the winter. But nothing's this summer's just going to go lay out and be this summer. But you've got clarity and body and fire, which is they're going to learn from the past and what to do. And you've got the grounding stone between restate and past. It says now they're looking at the patterns that are needed to bring this to a conclusion. So there's a lot of talk over here going on. That's been going on since spring. That's the only way I can tell time, because it does time. It does a lot of other stuff, but that's the garden. See my messy table with all my decks on it sitting next to me.
Oh. Yeah, I got a lot of towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my Justice card is the November, Wheel of Fortune is December. The movement away, fall. The gyro. Yeah, it could be.
That's fall because winter doesn't hit till December 21st.
Right. Next to my Justice card is the 910.
Mm-hmm.
So could be the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Fall Justice happens, the balancing. I think talks have already started. I got my Hierophant card, which is June. That feels like the chaos maybe the talks of the ending began last month, which happened with Prigozhin here. Yeah, it kind of feels like that was when the ending started in the path towards, but this feels like the ending of the war is towards November, October, September, or November. Those 3.
Mhm.
Anywhere in there, it feels like. So it feels. None of this says patience, long time. This says the karma circle of life,
Mhm.
change for the better happened about then.
Good. It's a
So
long
let's
way
hope
off.
so. Oh my God. Sorry, Christine. I refuse to watch Lex Friedman after he was hanging out with Ivanka and Jared.
Who's Lex Friedman? I
He
don't.
does a podcast and he's kind of aligned with what's his name? The other podcaster. He was the anti-vax guy, podcaster, big name. But anyway, yeah, I quit. I deleted and blocked Lex after I seen him hanging out with Ivanka.
Is he a libertarian?
I don't know. He had some interesting conversations, but I won't watch him again. Yeah, Joe Rogan. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's on the kind of on the line of Joe Rogan.
Oh,
He mainly just talks to people. He's got a couple million followers. Okay. She was all up in the J6 stuff.
yeah.
Another attorney. We haven't heard much lately.
No, she's another one.
Let's
She
see.
and Mark Meadows must be staying in the same Fed hotel.
Now has been added to the Federal Election Advisory Committee. Oh my God. Yeah, I quit watching Rogan too. I thought he was okay for a while and then a little weird. I like some of the people he was interviewing, but then I was like, oh no, I'm done.
Okay. What I got is she got involved in something that really kind of hurt her, but she's got the ability to, this is a magician, to remake herself again. But she's living in a land of illusions and delusions, 7 of Cups. And her future doesn't look great. Some male figure is going to turn on her. And she thinks she's gotten away with something, but it's going to be revealed that she didn't. It's the 7 of Swords reversed. So, and if that Federal Elections Advisory Committee is put together like most of them are, there's both Republicans and Democrats get to name people to go in there. So it could be a Republican to put her in to sit on it.
So I got the money problems card.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like this is in the past position. So whatever she was doing in the past wasn't making enough money, so she changed her direction.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there was more money in being a horrible person. Because
Oh,
what I
there
read
is.
about her, she was actually a pretty good lawyer before.
Mm-hmm.
But she's changing her path because she had some money issues and she changed her messaging and whatnot. So then I have something changing behind the scenes with the moon. This summer, something changed. So I have the Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then Moon. And so there's some kind of secret changes that happened for her. And then I'm not getting any like justice, being indicted, anything like that, but a little bit of patience. She feels like she's in a better spot. And then the hermit is more like spiritual illumination. So maybe she's going to get to be a better person here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She used to be in the delusion area. But it feels like she changed her direction because there was more money in being a horrible person rather than what she was in the past. I don't know. Kind of weird. I'm showing a person of honor in the future. Bye, Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Career and money just seems to. Yeah, I seen Fiona Hill was on like PBS or something.
Mm-hmm.
PBS podcast or. I mean, you can watch what you want. I just drew the line when I used to watch him quite a bit, and then I seen he was hanging out with Ivanka at some basketball games or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it was the Miami Heat game, basketball game, pros. All the web them hanging out. I'm like, nah, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Scolding Biden. So what was all that all about?
Apparently, he has an out of wedlock child that was conceived when he was in his very druggy stages, and I presume there have been genetic tests and stuff since he has paid child support to the child, and now people are all over him saying you should say you have 7 grandchildren, not 6, and all this sort of stuff. To me, it's just another one of those weird gotcha moments for people who don't like Hunter Biden. But the other part of it is
Likely.
it doesn't help that child. If you think about the welfare of the child, just let her be. And she lives in Arkansas. Let her be in Arkansas and let them work out their family matters. It's not your business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certainly got nothing to do with Biden. I mean, he didn't tell his son to go out and screw around. So at least he pays for his kids and acknowledges them. Unlike that clown that's been saying they have all this paperwork, Comer, that representative. They have testimony where his girlfriend said he forced her to have an abortion, and then he got really mad, and there was some level of accusations of physical violence for entertainment purposes only, because I've not seen the report, but because she put his name on the paperwork in the clinic as the father. So, and that's the guy who's running around saying they've got paperwork that they don't have on Biden. So,
And all right, Pegasus, how many out of well-let children does 45 have?
mm-hmm.
A little sassy news. .45 Junior hasn't been really seen around girlfriend, possibly ex-girlfriend, lately.
Oh, so what do people think's going on? She gonna sue him for something?
Yeah, they're just a girlfriend. Don Jr. done.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Kim done.
It's hard to believe that woman was married to Gavin Newsom.
Oh, I know, right?
But
Christina, she's looking for a job.
oh, she's a lawyer?
I have no clue what she is. I guess Australia didn't ban him. He canceled because there was no one gonna show up to his event he wanted to do in Australia. There was no tickets being sold.
Who was that?
Don Jr. was gonna have a big event in Australia.
Oh no.
And the rumors were that he was being banned, but I guess there was some clarifying about the country. Said no, he wasn't banned. He canceled because there was no one wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't worth going over to see 10 people.
It's a long flight.
Rose says, yes, Gargoyle was a California prosecutor.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. The money dried up with Junior is what I'm getting here.
Mm-hmm.
She sees the writing on the wall. They're going to prison. So yeah, the money dried up and all the investigations going on around the family. She wants to run. So yeah, she's looking for a new change. Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, and Chariot. Her wishes aren't fulfilled anymore. Mm-hmm. Looking for a new path. Yeah, she just sees the writing on the wall that the Trump family and everyone was going down for January 6th and more. This is kind of showing maybe the J6 committee, or I mean, special counsel may have reached out to her just for info because, you know, like she was always around the family and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So I got Jack Smith here, the chaos about January 6th. And then my Duchess card is the Star and Empress. So that would mean she spoke. So maybe there's conflicts there because she spoke about some things. Mm-hmm. Maybe John Jr. knows she went in. Mm-hmm. Caused conflict. She's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, what I got is this is the 10 of Cups reversed and the 4 of Swords reversed. And I think she saw how everything was falling apart and she waited for her time to get out. And she decided now is the best timing. And she's out trying to remake herself as a Princess of Swords to get away from the Knight of Wands. And she's doing it because she knows now is her time to do it, or she'll never get out. It's a Wheel of Fortune time. And she's going to be somewhat successful at getting out because when she's leaving.
Kim thinks their relationship was based on drug use.
Well, it certainly wasn't based on their attractive voices or their manners. So.
Well, it was reported that the campaign was paying her $60,000 a month, something like that, or per event or whatever it was. Yeah, that's pretty much all it was. That's why I sense gold digger. Mm-hmm. She's not getting paid anymore. How about the fear of what's going on with Lara and Eric?
Oh.
See what about
Oh, since we're going into that end of the family, I'm going to pull out my Life is Like a Board Game. At least it's not my clown cards. It's not my clown cards. So
Laura and Eric.
She's not running for senator of North Carolina anymore.
Yeah, that isn't Eric stuck with his father. You don't really see him around there. You don't really see any of the family around the father anymore.
Nope.
Eric and Laura. Eric and ooh. Justice starts out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got very deep worries about justice coming up. The New York case feels more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the news coming up with justice and the 10 of swords or 9 of swords with anxieties.
Mm-hmm.
So they're worried about the court proceedings coming up. Very burdened about their future, the karmic change.
Mm-hmm.
The dreams are shattered here. Dreams are becoming shattered.
Mm-hmm.
In the end here, I got a new path for them. My ending card's saying they got a new path once Daddy's gone. Maybe they're going to revamp the business after Daddy goes bye-bye. Maybe Eric's got control or something. Eric and Laura have control of the business once he's gone or something.
Well, Ivanka doesn't.
Because I got strength,
Mm-hmm.
Page of Coins, King of Coins. Like Eric and Laura may take over the business once everyone else is gone. Because Don Jr. is obviously in no shape to be any kind of he's a podcaster now. So yeah, weird.
He's an addict with a good name to sell.
But then the outcome shows they're going to come out of everything all right.
That's what I got too. And I'm looking at this like, how can this be? It shows Eric always figured he had an abundant legacy. And so he kind of paid attention to things. He's found things very depressing that are going on around him. But his way of dealing with it is to not get in the fights and to persevere no matter what. But it's reversed. But his outcome cards for the two of them are Happily Fulfilled Place and Watch Me Work Avenue. That follows exactly with what you said.
Wow.
So then I put qualifiers on it. And in the Happily Fulfilled Place, I got, they've been warily defensive, but they've been watching out. They've shown a lot of interest because it's the not interested card reversed. And actually, she has been more of the supporter of this than Eric. And then the Watch Me Work, they've got the sun, and I don't care whether the sun's reversed, it's a good card. And then it's got, they're going to get rid of the something shady stuff and become a provider with authority and charm. So they're fixing to change the whole family image.
I think so. I've never seen him going to prison.
They're trying to fix it so he does. Ivanka will sell him out for a dime.
Yeah.
She'd sell him out before she'd sell out Don Jr., but I
I
think
think they're just gonna go all separate ways. Don Jr.'s done. 45's done.
mm-hmm.
You know, you don't need 80 golf courses and 80 hotels to make it huge.
Well, and especially if they're being run down and not well maintained, and you're relying on the.
They can ramp it down and have a decent
Mhm.
life and career and not be in the spotlight. And but yeah, he may change the Trump image over the years. All right, we're already at 125.
Mm-hmm.
Just bring some inspiration and call it.
Okay.
I got stuff to do.
Gonna go out in your boot.
No, I got asked to go umpire.
Oh,
Umpire some softball.
how's your shoulder?
It still hurts. It's not healing like I hoped. Yeah, Jeff never got horrible cards in the future for them either. I haven't seen as many clips anymore of Eric going on Fox News or anything crying.
Saying, what do they do with my
My
dad?
dad, my dad, my dad.
Mm-hmm.
They're not kind of out of the limelight. They're not fools. They know this is really bad what their dad's doing. They're not hanging out at rallies or anything. Laura got fired from Fox News coming on as a main contributor. Okay.
What you got?
Okay. Everything happens for a reason. Release it with no regrets and embrace the opportunity. There's always a silver lining. And that brings in your wisdom.
Good.
You know, Five of Wands to the King of Wands. Or the King of Swords, I mean, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When you embrace your challenges, accept it, and learn, then you have greater wisdom to move on farther and brings in communication and love and opportunity.
Okay, I got a really pretty subtle card today. I got the Stag. And the Stag's attributes are gentleness, the ability to move through life with grace, innocence, sensitivity, intuition, and the ability to change directions quickly. The Stag shows up in your life when you need to have quiet your inner critic and be gentle with yourself. Give yourself the understanding and the kindness you need that so you won't, and sometimes you won't give to others. None of us is perfect. We all have on a road of challenge. We're all on a road to learn and grow. Growth does not happen without walking a challenging path. And when it comes to making mistakes, if you're not making mistakes, then you're not growing. You're not really trying. When it comes to your relationships with others, know that you cannot face change. You cannot force change on anyone. All we can do is gently go on our new path, working for ourselves. So it's a week to be gentle, even when they're out there trying to make us crazy.
Beautiful.
So what you got going on this week, Scott, other than
Well, last week I had worked too late, so I wasn't able to get on with Ivana. We had to reschedule.
Oh, okay.
I ended up having a 12-hour day, so
Oh.
so just Tuesday. I think I just got Tuesday scheduled. Is there something? I might have something on Thursday. I forgot. Yeah, Tuesday and possibly Thursday, if I don't have a late day.
Well, I got a couple readings stuffed in this week. I've got my show on Tuesday at 1:00 our time, Central Time, and I've got Andre Carr's coming on. 1 o'clock. 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 either late this week or early next week. We haven't worked it out. He's still on vacation. And I'm still working on my 9 candles, and I will have everybody lined up and ready to go with that real soon.
All right.
And hoping the Canadian wildfire stops. So I quit talking to people who tell me they can't go outside because they can't breathe. I heard that one day this week, Milwaukee had the dirtiest air in the world because of the Canadian wildfires.
It was bad last week.
Mhm.
One of the weeks, yeah. It was a week before.
I think it was last Tuesday.
Oh no, we rained. It was actually not last Wednesday, Wednesday before.
Okay.
It was really bad. Yeah, our softball league got canceled because of how bad the air was.
Mhm.
And on the news, they said it was like smoking 12 packs of cigarettes if you would go out all day.
Mhm.
And so yeah, that was a bad day. It was pretty on my route driving. It was really cloudy, or hazy.
Yeah. It's not like other stuff. If you've got any kind of asthma too, it just ties into that and makes you really, really sick. So we're all going to wish everyone clear skies, cool weather, and that poor Canada quits burning up.
All right. Thank you, Nancy, for your wisdom.
Oh, thank you. I just love to sit here and spout it. What can I say?
Love everyone. Thank you.